Alright, I want to make a quick video for you guys showing you guys how to clean an electronic throttle body. So basically what I'm going to be doing is sliding this boot off as much as I can get it off. I'm going to be unclipping the map sensor because there's a throttle valve inside of here, inside of the throttle body. It gets dirty and it causes like, you'd have like erratic idles and different things like that. And definitely causes a hesitation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unclip the map sensor here. You just hit this tab right here and you just push it down and pull it out. Most cars are going to be the same or whatever with the throttle body. You just take off the intake boot and then just clean out the throttle body. The only ones that I've had issues with are the Nissans and the Infinities, where if you kind of spray the throttle body clean and you clean out too much of the throttle body, you got to relearn the idle for the vehicle. I only experienced that because I've done German cars and different things like that. The only one that I've had an issue with was the Infinities, where their idle starts going crazy after I clean the throttle body. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this 10mm here. I'm gonna loosen this. This is the throttle body intake boot. This is the intake boot. And then this one right here, hold on, give me 1 second, I'm gonna get a flathead. Okay, I got a flathead, so now I'm just gonna unscrew this little clamp that I put here since I misplaced the original clamp. And so what I'm gonna do now is, this is kind of a pain in the butt to take off, this boot here, because of this spring clamp here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna push the boot down as much as I can. To get to the throttle. So now the throttle body's right here. That's the throttle, the valve. So when you press on the gas, this valve lifts and it sucks air into the engine and then the car moves. So what it does is it get gunked up in here and it gets really black and dirty. But I clean these like every 6 months, so mine's is clean, but I'm just making a video just to show you guys what to do on an electronic throttle body. So instead of spraying the throttle body cleaner inside the throttle body, you spray it on the rag and you clean it, the inside. Like you just move your hand around in it and clean it out as much as you can get in the front. See, I got a little carbon. So right now what I'm gonna do is in order to get that valve to open, instead of pushing it with your hand and possibly messing up the valve, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in the car. Okay, and I'm gonna put the ignition onto part 2. 1, 2, and then come on this side. I'm gonna get my daughter to basically all you have to do is sit in the car, okay, and just press your foot down on the gas pedal. No, the gas pedal right there. Yeah. So you hold that to the floor. Okay. Get somebody to hold that to the floor, and you see the throttle valve is open now. So now what we're gonna do is, what I'm gonna do is, since it's open, it does have a little carbon deposits in it on the bottom here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some throttle body cleaner on the rag, and while she's holding it, I'm gonna stick the rag in and clean the throttle out. See, had a little bit of carbon on it, not a lot, but a little. So that's what I'm gonna do, clean the top. You want to get the tip of the blade also, clean off any carbon deposits that are on it. And that's it. While they're holding it, you just clean it. Alright. If you want, just let it go. You're good. Now turn off the car. So you just do that, then you turn the car off. Take the key out of the ignition. To make it a lot easier for you guys, you can't take off the intake boot. Just pry this backwards. With a flathead, that's how I'll do it. And then once you slide this off, you can tilt this up sideways, because this kind of gives you a hard time to get out because it has a nipple in the inside here that holds on to the inside. So you can kind of leave that alone and just like flip this up top. But most cars it'll be you know what, let me just take it off. Just move it back and forth. Okay. Let's take the intake boot off. So now the intake boot's off. Always check the intake boot for cracks and holes in it, because this will suck in hot air into the engine and make your engine hesitate. And these cars are very common, so make sure you check the intake boots. Okay, now you have a better, clear image of the throttle. So basically, like I was saying before, I already cleaned the throttle already. My throttle's clean. Just get somebody to hold on to the gas pedal in the car, turn it to the ignition part 2, and then just wipe it out. Clean it out like this. You let it air dry for a little bit. Me, I usually put the boot back on, let it air dry out for a little bit, and then go from there. So right now what I'm gonna do is gonna put the intake boot back on. First part, I'm gonna slide this in, the hole here. Okay, so then now push the boot in at the bottom. Then what I do is I take the screwdriver flathead, pry it forward. With the clamp. It'll take a little pushing to get the whole boot on, but after doing this, you should definitely expect better throttle response, and the car will definitely idle better. So what I did was I lined it up with the notch, which is supposed to be lined up with. Make sure this is on tight. Then you're gonna have a clamp here, but it's gonna be a spring clamp that you just use pliers to just bend it and take it off. But this is already, that clamp is already out, so I misplaced it, so I put this one here. I'm not gonna tighten it anything crazy. Then I put this one on. Tighten the 10mm. All this is just simple car maintenance to keep your car running good. This is what I do for my car, and it keeps my car running good. Put this back here, clip that in here, and that's it. You've cleaned your throttle body. I use CRC throttle body and air intake cleaner. Eliminates hesitation and rough idles, removes harmful deposits, and improves miles per gallon. And it dries fast. So that's it. So it's finished drying. Okay. So after doing that, I let it dry out a little. So now I'm gonna start the car. Good to go.